Here are my answers for the backside. Question number 1, the markings below lead to the construction. We just did that one, so you would just put your line through there. That would be called an angle bisector, C. Question number 2, which diagram shows construction marks a student who used to construct a segment on line L that is congruent to line AB. So you just open up your compass, put a point there, and you should recognize that they've duplicated it or copied it. That would be G. Question number 3. Suppose you are given line PQ. So if you don't have a picture, draw yourself a picture. And point R that's not on the line. That's today's lesson, right? What is a reasonable way to begin the construction of a line through R perpendicular to PQ? So they want us to draw a perpendicular point, right? So the next thing you should do is move our compass to this sharp end here and make 2 more arcs, one at P and one at Q. And that would be, the first step would be F, right? So going through here and then drawing that arc. Does that make sense? And that would be F. For number 4, the markings below lead to the construction of which of the following? This one doesn't look complete, right? But it is. Remember I told you guys arcs are shorter for circles? So they just didn't draw their arc all the way down. Does that make sense? Theirs would have looked like that. Or you can also do circles. So the constructions you might see, if it looks a little bit not like what you do, just go back and actually complete it. That would be a perpendicular bisector. The 2 that you don't need to know, the answers for 9 are B and H. I put that in there to recognize that that's not one you've done before, so you're not going to have that on your test. Those are called parallel lines. G is copying a segment. F is perpendicular bisector. F, this one can easily be confused as a perpendicular. Okay? So pay attention. This is the only one that's a perpendicular bisector. They just give you a line and they ask you to bisect it. Okay? D is copying an angle. Right? You draw an arc. You go to the other one, draw an arc, measure it, come down here, make a mark there. So those are parallel lines. 10 is A and C. Both A and C are constructing perpendiculars. C was today's lesson, A was yesterday's lesson. And number 11 you don't need to know, so you don't need to know this one, don't need to know that one, is an equilateral triangle is the same way as copying an angle. Okay?